Tars too, who's also in this very special category.
Okay, we're jumping to Reynard and Kit Kats. We should talk about the classes.
Oh, what is this? Are you serious? We caught it at the perfect moment. A curse blade off of Valkyrock into a double Rockbiter Doomhammer attack.
16 damage from one attack.
Are you serious?
What a perfect timing.
Wow, Reynard doesn't know how to respond to that one. Kit Kat's actually just applauds. That's a crushing two draws, because that Keeper of Oldemon, normally it's a great card against a lot of late game scenarios, but in this situation, it's not anything special.
And we see picked up.
Oh, another
and there's another lava burst, and that's it. Eloise climbs back, clears off a huge board of Element Destruction, and ends up taking the first game against Kalento with her Shaman deck.
Very tight scenario, but like we said, we talked about Elemental Destruction being one of these tech cards in the Shaman deck.
God.
He actually has...
Doomsayer isn't...
He can play Summoning Stone, double Power of the Wild, which will generate 2 2-drops, buff both of them,
and give your 1/1 +2/2.
and give your 1/1 +2/2.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have to be trying to figure out, okay, well, what could he get from this? Because the problem with that play is that it doesn't actually answer anything on the opposing side of the table.
So I mean, you might just freeze the 5/4, trade into a minion, and try to set up a bigger Power of the Wild, or keep it for when you pick up, say, another Violet Teacher.
I mean, I guess the problem is here that Naaman has a lot of tools that he can use to not only support this Violet Teacher in play. He's obviously playing a very, very spell-heavy deck, but also to just continue to get board presence to prevent Tars from ever really having a great opportunity to use the Summoning Stone. And we see here, Azure Drake, this is just sort of making the situation worse for Tars. 2 preparations for Naaman here, not much you can actually use, at least right now.
Without Sprint and Gadded Sand, those are also a lot worse when you have 10 mana. There's very little you can do off of them.
Yeah, but the Frost Elemental does get to stay in play. It will be able to take down.
Goodness gracious.
All right, well, let's see what comes off the stone.
I mean, a two-cost spell just feels so scary to me. I don't know. I don't trust my RNG there.
Ooh,
all right,
that's a nice one, because that, if nothing else, will give Tars the ability to dig for more answers in his deck.
Right. And this will give him a...
Ooh! Whoa. Silent Assassin!
That is a lot of powerful cards.
Speaking of answers, Tars got the ability to clear off any big minion that Naaman may find.
I think you killed the Drake to avoid
I was going to say,
AoE,
Fan of Knives with that Drake is very scary. The 1/1s coming off of Violet Teacher are a little bit scary, but they don't really do anything against your the rest of your boards. This is actually... This is a fantastic situation for Tars
with
here.
Savage Roy in your hand as well, you must be feeling pretty good about this.
Naaman is only at 18 life.
That's very low.
So he has to not only, deal with that Summoning Stone, but also kind of the rest of the board. And Summoning Stone currently has 8 health thanks to those 2 buffs.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, Summoning Stone is the least problematic card on the board.
Like you feel like you don't 7 attack.
You don't want to address anything.
Naaman cannot. I believe he can't afford to not kill the 7/2.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't know about Savage Roar, but I believe that if he doesn't kill the 7/2, he's going to die to Savage Roar.
Yeah.
Because that represents 9 damage by itself, and there's at least
another. Yeah, there's another 9 on the board.
He can't. I don't see any really great options for Naaman here.
I mean, you're gonna have to trade suboptimally no matter what. So maybe you just kill the 7/2 with your face, kill the Blood Mage Thanos with the Violet Teacher, and damage the Summoning Stone.
So brutal.
You damage it without.
But I believe this still represents lethal damage. We have 5
hero
plus
power
6 plus 6 from Savage Roar.
That is it.
And Tars, he has it.
He's got
Savage
the win.
Roar.
He is taking it.
His team of Summoning Stone minions. And Tars takes the match.
All right.
Oh, wow. That was fantastic.
I don't even know what to say, Kibler. It's just... I mean, congratulations to Tars. I don't even know what to say at this point. I did not expect Summoning Stone to be played at all. Ouch. That is a lot of damage.
Yeah, Frozen has the ability to do quite a bit now. Getting another turn with yet another Auctioneer. There's another Eviscerate.
Okay, so let's just look at the damage output. I see 12 from just the 2 spells. I think it's 3 damage spare part right there with Leroy on top. We're looking at 21 damage right here. And now, looking at 25...
Burns his Shadow Strike.
Who needs that?
Yeah, it's actually one of his most useless cards at this point, actually.
Yeah.
Go ahead and...
Cold Blood.
Well, he doesn't have the burst kill here, right?
He's actually he's like really close.
He has 8 plus 12. That I don't think is Fade
with...
Leaf the damage one. I actually can't tell from the picture.
It's a 3 attack, yeah, from what I remember.
Okay. Oh, it's a 3 attack, so it's not the 2 damage.
Right, it is the 3 attack that you put on the. Fade Leaf is a stealth one. Sorry, I lied. It's the conceal.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's a little bit short there. So he does have damage coming. Oh, there's another Cold Blood.
Well, that will help.
That I think is 5 plus. Yeah, it's 12.
And another 3.
Short.
So one short. One short.
But
there's nothing there.
Probably pretty close to what he needs to actually close this game out, because he's able to conceal this.
Almost out of cards.
That one card left in the deck, and there's only Leroy to stop him, which is not gonna do it. I mean, Azure Drake
Into Excavated Evil. He can clear the board, heal himself, but not gonna be enough. Leroy's gonna end it. Yeah, that actually does create a pretty substantial board for Frozen and pushes a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, all he has to do is stop Leroy on the back of this. Even if the board is cleared, unless there's a healing, some healing on the back of it,
yeah,
you might be able to get away with the game.
I mean, this was a game that was looking like it was just going to run away in Frozen's favor here, but that Ragnaros was absolutely huge, and now we're going to see Violet Teacher eviscerate, Cold Blood. That is a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be on 3 health at the end of the sequence from what we calculated. So Leroy Jenkins is an out. I don't think there's anything else in the deck that would, however, deal damage at this point.
Although at this point, if he just goes face here, does a Quality Consecration True Silver just win the game?
If
everything goes face, puts Chalky down to 3.
You're right.
So I believe, yeah.
That is
by
it.
the Holy Light, Equality, Consecration, Sword Your Face, Rag Your Face, Chalky wins.
I don't understand.
He takes down the Rogue with his Paladin, thanks to the
Silver.
power of Ragnaros.
Not even the Light Lord.
Yeah.
Just a Fire Lord.
Light Lord wouldn't have done almost anything that game. Wouldn't have killed that Auctioneer. The ability for Ant to burst down the additional health of that Doomsayer.
Especially that he has only 1 card in his hand, and 1 card, unless it's a PO, it's not enough to kill the Doomsayer. So he would have to get a 1 or 2 dire wolves, alphas, or double alpha and Abusive Surgeon, or double Abusive Surgeons, because Defender of Argus will take too much mana to combine all those. Well, actually,
he does have the Dark Peddler in his hand.
Yeah, that's true.
There are the multiple things that he could get off Dark Peddler, including just another Power Overwhelming in order to clear a possible Doomsayer. But it looks like he's going to go with Frostbolt and then Ice Lance. He does choose to Frostbolt the Doomguard, which he does get 3 damage on it, so it softens it up for a possible Flame Strike in the future.
Which is unfortunately 2 turns away. Oh my!
Power Overwhelming right off the top for Ant.
Woo.
So doesn't even need to fish with Dark Peddler. He has the answer to the Doomsayer right now.
Oh my!
Well, he
then
fishes
the
and finds a
Great
better
Alchemist.
one.
That's even better.
Yeah. So
well, when you think about it,
it's like an embarrassment of riches here.
yeah. Well, the
Can actually
silence,
win the game. Actually just lethal.
if that would be a silence, he would just unsilence his Doomguard.
Yeah.
And then PO, and that's basically it.
If he
right?
finds PO or Power or Soulfire, he actually just wins the game. He doesn't even need to kill Doomsayer.
Well, it's a moment of.
He's actually one damage off.
Exactly.
So yeah, the Alchemist does its job taking down Doomsayer. I like it. The amazing.
So, what do you think about just ice blocking, ice barriering this turn? And that's basically it.
The extraordinary. I like the WoW emote. I'm actually a fan, I have to say. It's pretty great.
/S.
No, I really do like it. I think it's fantastic. I've actually really enjoyed finding the different alternate characters' WoW emotes. Like Magnes is by my beard. It's like, what? Okay.
It has to be used in the next adventure pack. The interaction between Sorry mode with Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah, Kel'Thuzad needs something he can say to WoW. I'm really disappointed that they didn't update that particular interaction with the patch. Blizzard, geez, come on.
It's a huge misunderstanding now.
So yeah, but Osaka, he can play Ice Block, Ice Barrier here. But, I mean, I think that if he did do that, there's really no reason to play Barrier because he still just dies.
Yeah, well, that's a good point, yeah.
So he is just going to go ahead and play Ice Block Ping, saving his Barrier for the future. And he is clearly going to get his block broken this turn at 1 life. And there's that Elven Archer waiting in the hand.
Archer actually has so much value.
Yeah, it's actually great. It's lethal through the possible block. He can get Flame Striked, and then the block will just leave Skaka at 1 life, and then 1 shot, 1 kill. I think we may see that exactly that next turn.
Yeah. There's no. It has to be.
Yeah, you have. I
to be
think the only real option is Flame Strike here, because if you Frost Nova, you're just delaying the inevitable. He could Frost Nova Ice Block again, and then plan to Flame Strike the following turn.
But that's basically like saying, okay, I'll play around the Elven Archer.
Right, right, and then you're literally playing around exactly Elven Archer, because otherwise you just barrier. He is going to go for it.
Oh my god!
So here he's playing around the possibility of a charge minion, some sort of charge minion, some sort of direct damage. He knows that there's a Dark Peddler card in hand. This means he isn't dead to exactly this, Elven Archer. There it is, 1 shot, 1 kill. No, denied by Ice Block.
That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. But now with Flame Strike, he has a chance to get 2 draws for Alexstrasza.
Yeah, so Flame Strike's going to come down. Played around Elven Archer, the world champion here.
Cool story.
He's still alive, and there's a barrier left in his hand too. So now, Ant actually needs 9 damage to be able. Oh no, never mind. Juggler.
The
He's
Juggler
got 1 shot, and there it is.
Winning after even a nerf on himself.
He didn't need 3 power there. He's got just the 9. He's not playing a deck that has tank up and shield block. He's not able to get to that truly insurmountable amount of armor. But yeah, now Patron, he's just committed to Renoing, I think. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and Reno this turn.
It's still not looking good for him,
and look at Terrence's face. He did not expect that.
Well, he was playing around it.
Well, he was playing around. We saw he definitely looked surprised there. He was his play was trying to set up a situation in which Peyton did die to fatigue with Ice Block. Not necessarily that happens to play around Reno Jackson.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily that he was specifically thinking about that card when he was making his decisions.
So he can't use Slam on the Harrison Johns, because then if he executes that, you are lacking a way of activating your Grom. So you have to keep the Slam for the Grom if you want to deal the 10 damage. And Peyton is getting next turn 5 damage, if I'm not mistaken, from the fatigue. So that will be half of the HP with 1 attack of the Grom. So additional draw is to 21 with the weapon. That's 24, and hero power, that's 25. So what basically he needs to do is to set up. He needs to survive 2 more turns.
He could actually, if he wanted to, just Grom the. Oh, he's actually going to attack it. I was going to say he could actually just Grom and then slam after attacking. So his Grom would be activated, and he wouldn't have taken damage back, and he wouldn't draw a card to put himself deep into fatigue.
But now Peyton can use Pyroblast and win because of that? Well, you can't play Wood Hoarders.
Yeah, Peyton can't play any more cards. This is now just, who wins the fatigue situation, basically.
And that looks like it's favoring Terrence, right? He's at 25. He gets the draw first.
I'm not sure exactly how this math works out. It's -5, then -6, then minus. It's actually -6, 7, 8 effectively because of the damage that.
Yeah, because it doesn't really matter if it's 8 or 3.
Right. So I mean, this game is decided. I'm just not sure who won. It's over. I'm not sure who won, but it's over.
And someone in Great Britain, there's Soto, who is now famous face-palming, and it's like, how can you not know math?
Listen, man, my degree's in philosophy, okay? And then
6 damage.
And it's actually, yeah, this is going to be. It's actually he's going to be at 1 next turn from this, and I think that Terrence is going to take, is it 6 or 7 here?
They basically have the same, so now it's taken 6.
Taking
7. And 7 for Peyton. So he gets 8.
I think Terrence loses.
No, Terrence wins.
Oh, no, you're right. Because, this is the tick that kills him. You're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was 1 turn ahead. Yeah, so Peyton is exactly 1, but that is not enough. He actually finds lethal, though. Fire Blast to his own face. And you see a sigh of relief there from Terrence.
That was close.
Yeah, that was clearly a very, very brain-intensive.
If you're not playing Equality, then you have to sacrifice 4 damage to go through the Harrison Johns.
Right.
And then you basically have no board in the upcoming turns, which ultimately means you're just not dealing damage at all with your deck.
I agree. I think what you need to do is get more mileage out of these 2 attack minions and hope and pray that your opponent has no taunt. Except he's got pretty much the biggest taunt that he can push out right now.
It's still not the turbo. He can just pop the Divine Shield with the...
Oh, hold on.
Wait, is that enough?
I believe that is, because he's gained the buff from the Rallying Blade, can toss Leroy in, and that should be 10 exactly on the money. Koyuki is going to 3-0 Moss with an aggressive Paladin deck that I don't know he was seeing. I don't think he saw this coming.
Well, I'm kind of surprised right now.
I'm shocked.
The Rallying Blade is one of the cards that I actually dismissed.
One more turn. He's gonna hope that things line up. And preparation with a Gaddison on board. Pretty sweet.
Preparation, draw a card for 1 mana as well. Fan of Knives, so Frozen can draw whatever he wants.
He needs to play around Ice Barrier, so use the spells to
If I would be Frozen here, what I would like to do is, obviously you pop the block, but then you also want to have enough spells to be able to kill your opponent next turn if he plays Ice Barrier.
I think you start by playing Eviscerate to face.
Not really.
Well, you need to at least make sure that this is not Ice Barrier, right?
If there is an Ice Barrier, you still win next turn, I believe. With Eviscerate and SI7, you have, what, 6 damage? And 7 with a weapon, so you're really close to killing your opponent anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just need to pick up 1 more damage spell. Or like Leroy is still in the deck. And also you want to conceal information on the other hand. You don't want to show all the cards, all the text. Some decks play only 1 Shadow Strike, some play 2.
Well, this looks like Kranich, like, he's never had a really good window of opportunity, and I think this is one of the things that rogues do now, is they're able to be highly aggressive, get on the board, you know, like a mid-range deck. It's pretty much what happened when Miracle Rogue changed. You know, when Lothab came out, Miracle Rogue had to become a much more minion-centric deck, and it stayed like this, and the tradition keeps on. It keeps on giving, I guess. It's just really difficult for any deck. Oh goodness!
Wow.
What? Maybe that's what? Maybe that's why everything. Are you serious?
This is.
But it's not. It's
why
not.
are we always casting
It's not
matches?
glowing yellow though. He's gonna have to ping his own loot hoarder if he wants it to work.
Yeah.
And
so
maybe I don't even know what else is in there.
Ice Barrier, I guess. You normally play double Ice Barrier in the deck, right?
Maybe I don't know if the deck can afford it, but he's gonna hope there's no damage spell in. You know, how many cards is that? That's like
That's too many.
You know, it's a lot of cards.
SI, Eviscerate, possible Leroy that we've seen before.
Right. There's a billion ways this can go wrong, and this is only one of them, but it'll be enough. And Reno Jackson is unfortunately for Kranich not gonna do it.
But hey, we've seen Reno Jackson, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you know, there's only 3 old gods, is what you said.